young true disciples. David says, in the multitude of my anxieties within me, your comforts delight my soul. The Passion's translation says, whenever my busy thoughts were out of control, the soothing comfort of your presence calmed me down and overwhelmed me with delight. The Messenger's translation says, when I was upset and beside myself, you calmed me down and cheered me up. God is our comfort. Have you ever looked around you and wondered, why is there so much evil, wickedness, and pain in the world? In Psalms 94, King David is extremely upset about the state of humanity. People are blaming God for the world's rampant wickedness as though God did not see it and did not care. So David reminds his audience that the Lord is creator and he knows and sees and hears all that goes on. Because of God, David could say, when the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. King David's cares of the heart were because of the wickedness and evil he saw, and our world is not much different. But David's consolation in all the evil he witnessed was his creator and savior. That's why he could close his psalm by writing, but the Lord has become my stronghold and my God, the rock of my refuge. He will bring back on them their iniquity to wipe them out for their wickedness. The Lord our God will wipe them out. This isn't the most pleasant psalm to read. It's full of pain and anger, sorrow and injustice, but it's a prayer of hope and perspective which we can learn from. There is wickedness, injustice, and war all around us today. But in the midst of pain and brokenness, we can follow King David's example and look to God for comfort and peace. God took care of our shame and our sin through the death of Jesus the Christ, and he will one day take care of all wickedness and evil. Until then, like David, we can say, when the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. By trusting in God and knowing that he will one day wipe away all wickedness, we can bring him our hopes, dreams, fears, and concerns and receive his comfort. So right now, think about the cares you have that need to be given to God. How can knowing God cheer your soul? And just to leave a last point, this is why it's also important to have a true relationship with the Father. If you don't have a relationship with the Father, you can't say verse 19. You can't quote it, you can't relate to it, and you won't understand it. You got to give it to God, leave it there, but you also got to have that relationship. Because when you give it to God, it doesn't mean that everything is going to go right. You give it to God, God handles things in his own timing, but even in the midst of all of that, God still gives you that comfort and peace. Be blessed.